Jay-Z and Pusha T, they made their living killing our people. So how the fuck they gonna stand up for our people? You know what I'm saying? But we forget that because we love Jay-Z's music so much. We love Pusha's music so much, right? But you think they would ever, Beyonce had the best fit for somebody else?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think they would ever tell the truth? No, if they told the truth, they'd go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So you have liars.
Man.
Liars are now the face of our culture.
What if this wasn't random? What if the timing tells the whole story? Kanye West just reignited the internet by alleging that Jay-Z was trying to quietly leave the country. And it happened right after his name was reportedly linked to the newly released 3 million-page Epstein FBI file dump. That coincidence alone raised eyebrows everywhere. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. Kanye claims he's been warning people for years. According to him, powerful figures were allegedly paying millions to keep certain stories buried. Names, connections, and secrets the public was never supposed to see.
Kidnapping children is not what great nations do. We in America are misinformed. Reality shows have warped our idea of what a hero is, or what the truth.
At the time, most people dismissed it as another episode, another rant, another spiral. Nobody took it seriously. But now, with these documents coming to light, those old claims are suddenly being re-examined, and the timing feels anything but accidental. If you've been out of the loop, here's the context. After years of public pressure, the Federal Bureau of Investigation released a massive collection of files connected to the Epstein investigation. The scale alone shocked people, but what truly rattled the public were the names reportedly appearing inside.
Vindication for me, because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
According to multiple reactions online, they're far more high-profile than many expected. Even though Jeffrey Epstein was first arrested back in 2006, public anger never faded. For years, people have demanded transparency, not just about him, but about anyone who may have been connected to his world. The original investigation began in March 2005 in Palm Beach, Florida, after a family reported serious allegations involving a minor at Epstein's mansion. Soon after, multiple young women came forward with similar accounts. As more reports surfaced, the case escalated rapidly and drew national attention. By July 2006, Epstein was arrested following a grand jury indictment. What followed was years of legal back and forth, controversy, and widespread accusations that he received unusually lenient treatment. Eventually, he pleaded guilty, but for many observers, the story never truly ended. And now, with these files resurfacing and old warnings suddenly sounding less crazy, people are asking one question. Was Kanye trying to tell us something? And did someone panic when those files dropped? And this is where the story stops making sense, even on paper.
Beyonce and Jay-Z are linked to Allen. What?
Don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up.
In June 2008, Jeffrey Epstein was sentenced to just 18 months in jail. Yet by July 2009, he was already out. No dramatic appeal, no last-minute twist. He simply walked free. For many observers, that moment alone became the symbol of how untouchable he really was. But his victims weren't backing down. One accuser later stated in a civil lawsuit that when she was 17, Epstein and his then-associate Ghislaine Maxwell allegedly arranged encounters involving powerful figures, royalty, politicians, and wealthy businessmen. Among the names that later surfaced in public discussion was Prince Andrew, a revelation that sent shockwaves far beyond the US in years past. Then everything shifted.
Why does Jay-Z keep slipping through the cracks? That's the guy I'm waiting for. You're sending everybody to jail but Jay-Z, the damn ringleader. The only people brave enough to call this guy out is 50 Cent and Nicki Minaj. Where you at, Charlamagne? Say something. Where you at, Shade Room? What, Shade Room don't wanna, they deleting posts now? What are you afraid of? Who is this guy? Oh, that's right, he's a criminal. Didn't he stab his brother or something? And he's selling drugs, the kingpin. Self-admitted, by the way. That's why he's scared. So why does the NFL work with him? Why you got him doing the Super Bowl? Yeah, freaking Kendrick Lamar. Nobody knows Kendrick Lamar. You got this weirdo hopping up and down the stage making all this noise. The music is trash. And now you got Bad Bunny. You're gonna have trash kissing boys on stage at the Super Bowl? I'm just waiting for Jay-Z's day, boy. Now he's popping up in the you-know-what files. Come on now. What more do you need? Saw the music he had Foxy Brown singing when she was 16 years old.
On July 9th, 2019, Epstein was arrested again, this time on federal charges. Prosecutors in New York concluded they were not bound by the earlier non-prosecution agreement. A month later, on August 10th, 2019, Epstein was found dead in his cell at a federal jail in New York City. The official ruling? Suicide. But for a public that had already lost trust, that explanation only intensified the pressure. People didn't just want answers anymore. They wanted documents, names, connections, receipts. And despite years of resistance, those demands never stopped. Eventually, the files were released. When they finally became public, reactions were immediate. As expected, several high-profile names caused outrage, but one name reportedly stunned almost everyone: Jay-Z. According to claims circulating from the released material, an anonymous accuser alleged she had been drugged and that Pusha T was present as a handler. She claimed that when she regained consciousness, Jay-Z and Harvey Weinstein were in the room. Importantly, she did not state with certainty that Jay-Z participated in any act, a detail that often gets ignored online. Still, once that allegation hit social media, the backlash was immediate. Jay-Z became a trending topic overnight. Many people admitted he was the last person they expected to see associated with anything connected to Epstein. Yes, there had been speculation about his proximity to Sean Combs, but Epstein?
Beyonce was on Pedo Island. Beyonce and the camel.
Yeah. They said she was in there like,
hey.
I hope I can go see her again.
She was singing and look. If you like it, put your mouth on it. This is what I'm saying. It's like you give her a pass. You give her a pass. She can have a concert and everything after she's a known participant on Pedo Island. It's like people want to dismiss it. That's why you can't tell me nothing about what the media say about nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the media is going to make a bad guy out of whoever they want to be the bad guy.
That crossed a line few thought imaginable. Around the same time, an old clip resurfaced online showing Jay-Z appearing visibly tense during a conversation with Diddy at one of the annual Rock Nation events. Internet users began speculating, some even claiming he was allegedly recording the interaction using a Ring camera. None of that has been proven, but perception online moved faster than facts. And that's where things become dangerous, because once a narrative takes hold, nuance disappears. So for the sake of clarity, let's pause here and make one thing clear. Even if Jay-Z did not participate in anything illegal, the real question remains. Why do these names keep appearing in the same circles? And why does every attempt at transparency feel incomplete? Because this story isn't just about guilt, it's about proximity, power, and how long secrets can survive at the top. Even if you assume he never touched that girl, one question refuses to go away. Why was he in the room at all? No matter how you try to reframe it, that detail alone doesn't sit right with a lot of people.
I met Jay-Z and I signed to Rock Nation. The first thing he told me to do is get plastic surgery. I'm not insecure because I would have got plastic surgery. People make it, they all can turn around and thank Beyonce because that's it. And enough is enough. Can come in for everyone now. And even Adele, when she gets an award, she thanks Beyonce. Oh, I didn't want to drip myself in blood and cover myself and swim in goop, in black goop, and fucking like wear devil horns to fucking sell a record. Fuck that. Or be a witch, or be that, all of that. Fuck all of that.
Online, many began arguing that proximity itself tells a story. And for them, it only deepened the belief that he belonged in the same shadowy circle as figures like Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein. The logic circulating online is blunt. Powerful men don't allow outsiders into their inner circle unless those people are comfortable with how that world operates. Fair or not, that perception stuck, and it spread fast. Then things escalated. As public scrutiny intensified, users began resurfacing old clips and interviews, claiming they showed celebrities allegedly hinting at not just Jay-Z, but even Beyonce being connected to Epstein's orbit. Predictably, Kanye West was right back in the middle of the conversation. One particular video from years ago started circulating again. Kanye openly accusing Jay-Z and Pusha T of allegedly being involved in serious illegal activity.
Has finally responded to Jay-Z and Pusha T being exposed in the Epstein files. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, last night it was publicly revealed to the entire world that Pusha T and Jay-Z were both revealed to be in the Epstein files, with them being accused of doing very disturbing and nasty things. For Pusha T specifically, he was claimed in 2007 to have been with Harvey Weinstein, where he then ended up using a woman. And as for Jay-Z, his accusations are also very disturbing, with him being accused of doing something to a girl while she was sleeping. And with all of this coming out, 50 Cent couldn't waste the opportunity to go at his nemesis Jay-Z by basically blasting him and making fun of him all over social media. And this is specifically what he ended up posting to his Instagram page, which were just very weird AI photos of Jay-Z. And then 50 Cent also hinted that he is planning on doing a massive documentary with this entire situation and exposing Jay-Z, with the caption of this post saying, "Damn, they got Jay-Z on the Epstein list. I gotta do a doc on this." And 50 didn't stop there, because then he posted another photo of the headline of this entire situation breaking out, with him just pointing more jokes and fun at Jay-Z.
At the time, most people brushed it off as another outburst. But now, critics online say the fact that Kanye mentioned Pusha specifically, and that Pusha later appeared in an anonymous allegation, feels unsettling to them. To be clear, correlation is not proof, but perception doesn't care about footnotes. The noise grew even louder when comedian Corey Holcomb made extreme claims on podcasts and interviews, alleging that Jay-Z and Beyonce were involved in ritualistic activity tied to Epstein's island. These statements were never substantiated, but once they entered the algorithm, they became fuel. And once the word rituals entered the conversation, things went completely off the rails. In 2024, a clip resurfaced of MIA making explosive claims. She alleged that Jay-Z and Beyonce pressured her into plastic surgery and pushed her to participate in what she described as symbolic or ritualistic performances, including being covered in red fluid, black substances, and wearing devil horns as part of an artistic narrative.
Crazy is that the Shade Room just posted this and then immediately took it down. It's no longer on their page. I just screenshotted it because I was going through my stuff, and when I went to look at the comments, it was like unable to load. They took the post down.
Again, these are claims, not proven facts. But stacked together, Epstein files, anonymous allegations, resurfaced clips, long-standing feuds, and artists making similar accusations years apart, many viewers began asking whether all of this was coincidence or pattern. And that question is exactly why this story refuses to die. Because once enough smoke gathers around the same names, people stop asking if something is true and start asking what hasn't been shown yet. And almost on cue, 50 Cent jumped into the chaos with allegations of his own. According to him, he's already considering a full-scale documentary focused on Jay-Z, similar in tone and depth to the projects he's previously done around Sean Combs. And if there's one thing people agree on, it's this. When 50 says he's going to do something, he usually follows through. That alone sent social media into overdrive. But while Jay-Z was being dragged across every platform, something else caught people's attention, who rushed in to defend him. In one of the strangest moments of the entire situation, the Shade Room reportedly posted about Jay-Z allegedly appearing in the Epstein-related discussion, only to delete the post minutes later without explanation or follow-up. The silence was loud. Almost immediately, rumors started spreading that the post was pulled after a call from powerful figures behind the scenes. No proof of that exists, but the speed and lack of clarification only fueled suspicion. To many viewers, it looked less like moderation and more like damage control. Then the celebrity defenses started rolling in. Both Lizzo and DJ Academics publicly defended Jay-Z. That didn't go over well online, especially in Lizzo's case. Critics immediately pointed out that she herself had recently faced allegations, arguing that her comments carried little credibility in a conversation this sensitive. The backlash was brutal. Many users said she should have stayed silent, questioning why anyone would want her perspective on allegations of abuse while she was reportedly dealing with accusations of her own.
One more thing before I go into glam. This Epstein file shit, it's really frustrating to me because there are 3 million files, right? 3 million documents in the files, because over the course of however long this man has been doing these crimes, every email, every text message, everything, just in general about this man's life has been put into these files to scan for illegal activities, right? Every text message you sent to somebody. If you stole an apple from Walmart and you were on trial for stealing an apple from Walmart, is every person in your phone an accomplice? Is every person in your phone, is every email you sent to a person or speaking about a person, does that make that person complicit? Does that make that person a bad guy? No, it doesn't. And that's the same thing with the Diddy stuff. I told y'all, the media is so smart. They're gonna make you so distracted with celebrity names that you're not gonna focus on the problem. You think every party that Diddy ever threw was a freak off and people were fucking and slipping and sliding on baby oil? No! That man had birthday parties. That man had Easter gatherings. That man had Super Bowl parties. That man had Christmas parties, Halloween parties, regular parties.
Whether fair or not, public perception turned sharply against her, and the focus snapped right back to Jay-Z. At this point, the narrative online had fully shifted. What started as leaked documents and anonymous allegations was now being framed as the beginning of something much bigger. And that's when people began revisiting past warnings. Suddenly, old clips of Jaguar Wright started circulating again, particularly her repeated claims that after Diddy, Jay-Z would be next. For years, many dismissed her as unreliable or attention-seeking. But now, with names resurfacing and defenses collapsing in real time, some viewers are wondering if she was pointing at a timeline rather than chasing clout. Nothing has been proven, but momentum matters. And right now, the momentum online is moving fast, and it's moving directly toward Jay-Z. Because once powerful friends start scrambling, posts start disappearing, and old warnings start lining up with new events. People don't ask if something's coming anymore. They ask how long before it breaks. And the year has barely started. Yet online, it's already not looking good for Jay-Z.
You look at an interview from me from 10 years ago, everybody says, I love that interview. People didn't love it back then, though, because I was speaking to the future. I'm 10 years ahead mentally, and I'm trapped in today's time. And every now and then I crack you a smile for 2013, but I'm cracking you a frown for 2023. And I'm focused on what it's gonna be. Just mark my words, as I'm Kanye West, you've seen my execution.
One viral reaction summed up the frustration a lot of people seem to be feeling. The commenter argued that Jay-Z is treated differently than other ultra-wealthy figures, that if he were a billionaire without the cultural shield of Beyoncé, public scrutiny would be far harsher. They pointed to his decades-long friendship with Sean Combs, past collaborations with R. Kelly after the Aaliyah controversy, and now his name allegedly surfacing in Epstein-related discussions, arguing that people should wake up and connect the dots. Another reaction focused less on Jay himself and more on media behavior. That user claimed the Shade Room deleted its post referencing Jay-Z and Pusha T, then immediately followed up with coverage of Nicki Minaj appearing at an event linked to Donald Trump. To them, it looked like selective outrage, and they questioned whether long-standing claims about media influence were being quietly validated. None of this proves guilt, but it does highlight something important. Public trust is fragile, and once people start believing narratives are being managed instead of addressed, silence becomes louder than any denial. So now the conversation shifts to you. What do you think about Jay-Z's name being mentioned in connection with the Epstein files? Do you believe this is another case of internet speculation spiraling out of control? Or do you think there are still unanswered questions the public deserves clarity on? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you want updates as this story develops, make sure to subscribe and stay connected, because whether this fades away or explodes into something bigger depends on what comes next.